Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into a topic that affects many of us, potbellies. These stubborn abdominal bulges can have serious health implications, but what happening beneath the surface and more importantly, how can we tackle them? Let's get started. Now, what is a potbelly? Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's define what we mean by a potbelly. A potbelly, also known as abdominal obesity or visceral fat, refers to excess fat stored around your midsection. It does not refer to subcutaneous fat, the fat just under your skin. Visceral fat wraps around your internal organs, posing serious health risks. These risks include increased risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and certain types of cancer. Such fat around the internal organs serves a good purpose also by keeping them warm and protecting them from shocks due to trauma. It is the excessive fat that we are concerned about. In Sri Lanka, many people are thin in structure, but they still get potbellies. Even if you're thin, you can still have too much visceral fat. How much you have is partly about your genes and lifestyle, especially your active lifestyle. Visceral fat likes inactivity. This means we have some control over visceral fat. Accumulation and our lifestyle choices can make a significant difference. Such fat surrounds important organs, including your stomach, liver, and intestines. It differs from a subcutaneous fat, which is just below your skin. To put it simply, visceral fat is the fat that wraps around your organs, while subcutaneous fat is the fat that you can pinch on your skin. Visceral fat is more dangerous to your health. There is also an organ called the omentum, which hangs from the periphery of the stomach and is called the policeman of the abdomen. This beneficial omental fat wraps around foreign bodies and prevents the spread of inflammation, playing a crucial role in your body's defense system. In non-obese people, the omentum is a thin membrane studded with fat globules. In pot-bellied people, it gets studded with so much of fat that it could appear like a football within your abdominal cavity. Pot-bellies can be harmful and increase health risks. They aren't just a cosmetic concern, they are associated with a higher risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even cancer, as mentioned earlier in this talk. Visceral fat can cause inflammation and metabolic dysfunction. Visceral fat is metabolically active. It releases inflammatory chemicals called cytokines that can wreak havoc on your body. It causes insulin resistance, resulting in diabetes and cardiovascular disease. The inflammatory cytokines released from adipose tissue or fat tissue may increase the risk of esophageal inflammation called Barrett's esophagitis and esophageal adenocarcinoma. Visceral fat tissue is known to secrete a variety of inflammatory cytokines. Some of the key inflammatory cytokines released from the visceral fat include interleukin 6 or IL-6, tumor necrosis factor or alpha TNF alpha, and C-reactive protein or CRP. Studies have shown that the levels of these inflammatory cytokines increase with the amount of visceral fat. So remember, you're walking with a time bomb. And earlier action you take, the better for your well being and your dependent family. Excessive belly fat swell can cause breathing difficulties due to pressure on the diaphragm, leading to panting when walking or exerting yourself. Now, let's explore why pot bellies happen in the first place. Of course, poor diet is one factor. Excessive consumption of refined sugars, processed foods, and unhealthy fats. In Sri Lanka, people love to eat white bread and processed white rice, and that alone is sufficient to increase visceral fat. Lack of physical activity is another factor. Sedentary lifestyles contribute to fat accumulation. And stress, chronic stress, triggers cortisol release, promoting abdominal fat storage. And genetics, some people are genetically predisposed to store fat in the abdominal area. Now, how can we combat pot bellies? Of course, healthy eating is important. Focus on whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Cut back on sugar drinks and processed snacks. Regular exercise is very important. Aim for a mix of cardiovascular exercises like brisk walking or cycling and strengthening and strength training to build muscles and boost your metabolism. One of the most effective ways to reduce belly fat is to take part in aerobic exercise such as walking regularly. Now, stress is another cause. So, for stress management, practice yoga, meditation, or deep breathing to reduce stress and cortisol levels. Adequate sleep is important. Lack of sleep can contribute to weight gain. Prior, prioritize quality rest. You need to limit your alcohol intake. Alcohol can lead to abdominal fat accumulation. Moderation is the key, provided you exercise daily. In conclusion, remember it's not just about aesthetics. A healthy waistline is crucial for overall well being. So, let's take steps to shed those pot bellies and prioritize our health. I hope this video article was helpful, and until we meet again, goodbye for now.